Welcome to Horseshoe'n Time, filmed live at the Farriers National Research Center and School here in Villanelle, Georgia. Hey, if you want your horse to be active, whether it's showing, trail riding, or pleasure riding, he needs to be healthy, in good physical condition, and properly trimmed or shod. After all, a happy horse makes a happy owner. In 1989, Ralph Casey began using a high-speed video camera and an adjustable shoe to study how to make horses perform better and run faster without injury. Casey became the leader in the field of farrier science. His research sparked such an interest, a group was formed to build the first Farriers National Research Center in the world. The purpose of the FNRC is to continue the study of shoeing and balancing a horse, not only to make the horse perform better, but to stop some of the serious injuries created from improper shoeing. Today, Casey can make the horse perform better and run faster than ever before. Horse owners are fortunate to have access to the only Farrier National Research Center in the U.S. dedicated to the study of farrier science. And here to tell us more is our host of Horseshoe'n Time, Ralph Casey.
Hey gang, I'm Ralph Casey.
And I'm Emily Bowman. We're here at the Farriers National Research Center this morning, and we're going to be talking about some cards and letters that we've gotten about people wanting to know about problems that they're having with their horses, wanting to know if it's caused by improper shoeing, trimming. So what are we going to be talking about this morning?
You're serious this morning. You're dead on it, Emily. We're going to talk about things that we was talking about earlier, foraging, and horse owners call it clicking. Speed cutting, overreaching, just about everything. In fact, we got a chart here.
Okay, let's take a look.
Let's stick this up here. And, you know, we get these cards and letters from folks, and all of these problems, well, hey, let's take a look. Here's some horses falling. Now, these are horses being actually run, and you can see horses stumbling, falling. Well, there's one rearing up. But what causes these problems is, well, sometimes it's the feet, but sometimes it's the rider. So we'll show a few charts of that. You know, we talk about balance all the time. We hear all these folks, I'm balancing horse. That's a big, long, broad term. But anyway, balance, I think, should be on top of the horse, Emily. Let's look at that. Now, we got a horse standing there with a saddle too far forward, and here's one too far backwards. And you can tell, well, you know, a lot of people like to shove the rear end over to one side, and that gets the horse out of balance. Sort of like a lady toting a child. She's got it in one arm. And a lot of times we don't really think about, or a lady carrying a big heavy pocketbook, really what happens. And you can see here it causes you to raise that shoulder, not lower it down. But the point is balance should be on top of the horse, don't you think?
Oh, I agree.
In other words, if I'm going to get on top and you're going to carry me, you wouldn't want me hanging over one side throwing my arms around, right?
Right. So then what should we be looking for at the bottom of the horse?
Well, we're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at the hoof, where we're trying to get to. So we're going to look at a baby, and we're going to look at rolled under heel. We're only going to look at one thing, a heel starting to roll under. But here's what it can cause. It can cause a horse to stumble. It can cause a horse to overreach. It can cause them elbow hit. It can cause them to forge. It can cause them to crossfire, scalp, or speed cut. But here's the thing. Not only does it injure the horse in the longevity of his life, or it also creates a lot of problems if you fall.
Right.
And let's take another look at that. We can see the person rolling over there. And if a big old 1,200-pound horse rolls over the top, it might just hurt you. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't want that to happen.
All right. Hang with us, gang. We're going to be right back. Got a great show today. Emily, before we get started, I think you was wanting to interview some of these handsome guys. I guess you get tired of working with an old, ugly guy like me. But anyway, introduce them and where they're from, and I'll let you do it. And then we're going to go to this young horse, and we're going to look at a baby and how his feet and what causes a hoof wall start getting straight and where we're trying to get to. So I'll back out of your way and let you handle it.
All right. Well, let me at it. Let's meet these guys. Hi, what's your name?
William Parker from Wallace, North Carolina.
And why did you come here?
6-week shoeing class.
All righty then. Okay. What's your name?
Charles Horn.
Where are you from?
Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina.
Okay, and why did you come here?
For the 12-week shoeing class.
All right. Okay, and what's your name?
I'm Cody McLean from Dover, Georgia.
Okay, and why did you come here?
Just to practice up on my shoeing a little bit, get a little better.
Okay, sounds good to me. And what's your name?
Cody Lyon,
Where are you from?
Kernville, California.
Okay, and why did you come here?
To learn how to shoe horses for the 12-week course.
Alrighty, and what's your name?
Chad Horn,
Okay, and where are you from?
Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina.
Alrighty, and why did you come here?
2-day trim class.
Alrighty then, and who's next? Over here? What's your name?
My name is Dave King.
Okay, and where you're from?
Castelia, North Carolina, and I came here for the 6-week course.
Alrighty, so we got a good variety here. Okay, and what's your name?
I'm Matt McDonald from Bakersfield, California. I just come here to help perfect my skills in the horseshoeing industry, make a good life for myself.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. And what's your name?
Corey Rogers, Ocala, Florida, here for 12 weeks.
Alrighty, okay then. So these are our guys we got working with us. What are we headed to next, Ralph? They just throw me in around here. I don't know where I'm going next. So let's see.
I got a tickle at you, I'm sorry. What we're going to do, we're going to pull this baby up. And we have such a good time here, and I'm just tickle you down here with us today.
Well, me too.
We're going to look at this baby. I'll get over my tickle spell here in a minute. Then we're going to pull this baby out, and we're going to look, see what we're going to be looking at, and then we'll get up to a bigger horse, but we're going to look at what causes a lot of these things, okay? Let's bring that baby in here, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Hey gang, I'm Ralph Casey, President of the Farriers National Research Center right here in the state of Georgia. The Board of Directors asked me to talk about this plate, take a moment, and talk about this plate simply because it's one thing that really works on foundered horses, but it has to be applied correctly. So to save a lot of problems from now on, if your horse is foundered, you're having problems, you contact the Farrier Research Center, and the number's right there on the screen, and we will send a farrier, a trained farrier that's trained to put this plate on, because it has to be put on correctly. And you can take a look at some of these horses that are foundered. And these are not staged. These are horses brought in here to the research center that we put plates on. The horses couldn't hardly walk, and in a few minutes you see the results. The research center has been here, even though it was small in the beginning, for 15 years. And believe me, we've looked in a lot of things, or looked at a lot of things in foundered horses. And we know there's always skeptics, but here's the thing, the proof is always in the pudding. But this plate has to be put on correctly for it to work. There's a certain place it has to set. It's from the toe up, it's a certain place from the buttress it has to fit, and there's different sizes of plates. It has to be sized up. So if you're a horse owner out there and you have a foundered horse, we won't stand behind this plate unless we send a farrier out that puts it on, that's been trained how to put it on. Just because a person is a farrier does not mean he has been trained how to put this plate on. This is one of the greatest things and one of the few things I have personally endorsed because I believe in taking care of our horses. Thank you very much.